Hello and welcome to round 1 of this friendly standard league. We've won the die roll and we'll choose to play first. Okay, so this hand looks pretty good. We'd love to hit a third land drop, but otherwise it's very easy keep. Basically anything on the play with a turn 1 village messenger is going to usually be a keep. Your easiest wins come from a village messenger and accompanying 2-drop getting in for a few turns. This works nicely as well because our opponent hasn't got a 1-drop, so our village messenger flips. So the choice here is we can play another Lamholt Pacifist, or just play a first Lamholt Pacifist I should say, or play another village messenger. So next turn, if we draw a third mana, we will want to probably play Howlpack Resurgence if we have the Lamholt Pacifist, and Gary Bandit if we don't. The difference in damage is something like we get in for an extra 1 this turn from the village messenger, but an extra 1 next turn. So I think it actually works better to play Village Messenger, because say we hit a third land, we can go Messenger, Bandit, Howlpack Resurgence, and that feels like a turn 4 win. So now if our opponent doesn't have a 2-drop, we'll have 2 2/2s. With Menace. Menace is actually a very important thing to not forget on the Moonrise Intruders. Okay, so our opponent could be Bant Company or Bant No Company. Okay, so we have drawn the mountain. I think we probably do play an attack with the Gyrich Bandit here. Our opponent probably doesn't want to trade, although I won't be too disappointed if they do, given we have another bandit in hand. Okay, so they do trade. Okay, so they are Bant. A tireless tracker, okay. So it's kind of tempting to Moonlight Hunt that tireless tracker while it's not a threat. It would take up our entire turn's worth of mana, and we would be able to do it next turn. So I think we're going to go for the Gyrich Bandit plan again. I mean, the other option is we attack with both and play Howlpack Resurgence. Yeah, let's try that. If our opponent blocks, then we can just use Howlpack Resurgence. If they don't, we'll probably chuck down the Lamholt Pacifist. Okay, so they are blocking. That's that nicely for us. Okay, so this has got Collected Company written all over it. In which case, we probably attack and play Lamholt Pacifist, so we don't give them like an opportunity to use Spell Queller off their Coco. The other thing is that because if this gets bounced as Reflector Mage, it gets bounced as Moonrise Intruder, so we can play it as Village Messenger. Okay, are they double blocking? If they are, I think we just hit them with a Moonlight Hunt. Yeah, that Moonlight Hunt effectively takes out 2 Duskwatch Recruiters effectively count as the collected company in a way. Pretty good value for us there. Okay, so this is good. So we can play Lamhawk Pacifist and Kessig Prowler this turn. So we do the same thing, playing around Coco. Attacking. Yep, another Coco. An Advocate. So I think we actually want to Moonlight Hunt the Advocate here. Because next turn, if they hit a 6th land, it's going to be a 4/5. Okay, so are they double blocking again? Nope, they're not. Okay, so we can... oh no, we can't Advocate the... can't Moonlight Hunt the Advocate in their turn. So... Actually, no, we can, because we play Kessig Prowler. Gives us 5 or 6 power on the board with the Howlpack Resurgence. This can either be a 4/5. I mean, we're not playing around Spell Queller. So it might be better to do it when they're tapped on. Yeah, I think we do it. We're going to flip back our Moonrise Intruder, but I think that's a price we're willing to pay. So Reflector Mage bounces the Prowler, I assume, yep. Okay, so we probably want to leave our haste creatures in hand. So we're just going to play the Lamhawk Pacifist. I mean, if we play the Gyreach Bandit and attack, it will get double blocked and we'll basically trade with Dustwatch Recruiter. So I don't think that's great for us. I think we just play the Lamhawk Pacifist. Nope, that could have got Spell Quellered, and so our opponent doesn't have a Spell Queller in hand. So now we're kind of hoping for a 4th land. Which will allow us to go Gyreach Bandit, Village Messenger, swing in with everything. They've definitely got Spell Queller in hand. We know about that. Selfless Spirit. And they've still got mana up for Spell Queller. Okay, so that's not bad. I assume this Kessig Prowler is going to get Quellered. Yep. So now, if we try to kill that Spell Queller, they can sacrifice Selfless Spirit, which doesn't work well for us. So Dustwatch Recruitering. Okay, find nothing off the Recruiter. Not attacking with a Spell Queller, okay. so everything flips. So we do have the 4th land. And also we have a 5/5 trampler. So I think we attack with the Moonrise Intruder because they have to double block and presumably they'll sack this Selfless Spirit, which then allows us to Moonlight Hunt the Spell Queller. They've actually got Company mana up, haven't they? We'll attack with the Intruder, with that, but not the Butcher. Yeah, I think we kill the Krallen Horde Howler here. Okay. So everything's indestructible, so we basically just trade our Moonlight Rise Intruder for a Selfless Spirit. And then in their turn, we can kill this Spell Queller, get back the Kessig Prowler. I was going to do that on upkeep, but press the stops too late. Okay, so we'll do this in response to the Selfless Spirit. They could have a Spell Queller in hand, I suppose. Which, yeah, they do have. Okay, that's really annoying. It does mean we have a removal spell under a Spell Queller, so if we do kill it then. But now they're attacking with that Spell Queller. Okay. Yep, they cast 2 spells. Okay, Atarka's Command. Atarka's Command's really good here, actually. We can use it to kill Reflector Mage and Dustwatch Recruiter. And then our opponent probably sacks Selfless Spirit. Okay. I'm going to go for the Throat here. I'm going to play both our haste creatures in attack. Our opponent will declare some blocks. In fact, I might not. No point playing the Village Messenger actually, because it'll just get chumped by Reflector Mage. Or maybe we do. Yeah, I think we do actually. Because then we're stopping our opponent double blocking. I suppose they've got this other Spell Queller, but they don't really want to block with it unless they have to. Our opponent's got Lumbering Falls up as well. Oh, that's bad. Oh, we need to look at these things. I don't think we're dead on Crackback. 6, 9, 18. No, we're not dead on Crackback, and they will be dead to if we top deck another Atarka's Command. So our opponent's double blocking there. Okay. Trading there. And just blocking there. So we're going to lose 3 and they're going to lose 2. They might sacrifice Selfless Spirit here. So yeah, we want to kill the Dustwatch Recruiter and the Reflector Mage. Yeah, so they are Selfless Spiriting. Which means 1 Moonlight. I suppose we need a creature actually. Okay, yeah, we are kind of going for Atarka's Command double here, aren't we? Or even a haste creature. That would do. Okay, they don't find anything enough Dustwatch Recruiter. They activate Dustwatch Recruiter again, not Lumbering Falls. Again, they don't find anything. again. Okay, so our opponent's got a really easy hand to play around right now. As they've got nothing in it. So yeah, we're looking for... so it depends on how our opponent attacks. Presume they leave 2 creatures back. They don't leave 2 creatures back, so Gouge Bandit is, I think, lethal. Cassic Prowler's not quite lethal, but it'll do. So we knew our opponent drew Jace. They can't activate their Dustwatch Recruiter. Do they? So they don't have lethal if they activate the Lumbering Falls without a Reflector Mage. So we take 4. We could theoretically have activated a Tarkus Command there. That probably was the play. Ooh, that's bad. We could have done a Tarkus Command +1/+1 reach, block the Spell Queller, Moonlight Hunt the other Spell Queller. Okay, well I think we have to leave that option up then. I think if this doesn't resolve, we're just dead. They'll also have a 3rd Spell Queller if this doesn't resolve. Okay, that does resolve. If we attack, our opponent should double block to prevent any shenanigans of trample damage. So I don't think it's worth attacking. Company end of turn. Okay. So, no, Ojutai's command, returning Sylvan Advocate, okay. I think that makes us dead. Oh, they gain life as well, so yeah, that's pretty much game. Because we block the Advocate and, say, the Howler. Yeah, we're just going to be dead there. I was really close, and we probably should have won. There was a misplay last turn. We should have Tarkus commanded to make the Prowler have reach. Anyway, so Company's actually usually the worst matchup for this deck. I think I like the idea of Chandra against Company. There's a lot of like 3 toughness creatures that you want to get rid of. We do want sideboard to be sort of more mid-range, and I think Ulrich helps in a board stall. I suppose we are going to be on the play again, so we can sort of keep the aggro element, but I think we're going to cut the Cassic Prowlers. I don't think they're that good in this game. So yeah, we do want to be a bit more mid-range, so 1 Ulrich's nice. Pack Guardian helps you go wider, and I do quite like Arlingcord in this game. Other cards I'm not a fan of. Occasionally you could take out all the Guy Reach Bandits, but I think I'm just going to go with keeping them in. So I don't know, they do kind of match up badly to like Reflector Mage, and your opponent does tend to have blockers, so maybe we don't. Spirit of the Hunt is a bit better because it has 3 toughness, and you can flash it in, so you can play around more. You can flip your werewolves with this easier as well. So I think that's the changes we want to make. Fiery Impulse doesn't seem that great in this matchup considering the amount of 3 toughness creatures, and we can't reliably have Spell Mastery, so... Okay, so again we'll choose to play first. Again we've got a pretty good hand. So we'll just lead with the first turn Game Trail here. It reveals a bit of information to our opponent that we've got another land in hand, but in your opening 7 you would usually expect your opponent to keep at least 2 lands, so I never think it's too much of a downside. So again, because we're against Bant, Village Messenger should flip. It will, because Evolving Wilds. So I think we're going to play Dustwatch Recruiter here because at the moment we don't have Howlpack Resurgence to keep the Lambhawk Pacifist as a 4-power creature. And Dustwatch Recruiter can help us go find some creatures, which could be useful. So bot into Sylvan Advocate, that's fine. Okay, so we do have Game Trail. So we think we should play Game Trail, revealing the mountain revealed in the first place. So here, we can choose to attack with both, and then Atarka's Command. It's not the greatest user of Atarka's Command, basically trading for a Sylvan Advocate, but we'll get an extra point damage through the Moonrise Intruder, we'll get 3 points of damage through off Atarka's Command. So it's we'll get quite a bit of value out of it. We'll also be bluffing a Howlpack Resurgence here. We played our land pre-combat. Okay, Bant chooses not to block. I think we're just going to play the Lambhawk Pacifist then. It blocks the Sylvan Advocate quite nicely, so. And then next turn, if our opponent didn't play a creature and for some reason didn't block, we'd have lethal damage off the Atarka's Command, so. Though this looks like they've got a creature and possibly. I don't. Okay. Urge Moke's Command, okay. So killing the Lambhawk Pacifist. Attacking, because they've got Vigilance, so they may as well. Okay, another Dustwatch Recruiter. I think here we probably just want to activate this Dustwatch Recruiter. So yeah, we'll probably do it in response to the flip trigger. Okay, so we're going to take Spirit of the Hunt. Next turn we can cast with double green. Okay, so our opponents missed their 4th land drop, which for a company deck is pretty crucial. I assume they've got a Spell Queller in hand though. We could attack the Krellan Horde Howler and use Atarka's Command, and then Howlpack Resurgence, and the Atarka's Command gets countered. Quite like that idea actually. I think we could have another Dramoka's Command, which would be a real pain. So we play. I think we play Howlpack Resurgence here because Atarka's Command represents more damage this turn. So this isn't Spell Queller. They typed the mana wrong. This is Spell Queller. So our opponent's going to take 5, 3 from the Moonrise Intruder, and 3 from the Atarka's Command, and their Sylvan Advocate's going to die. That's like a pretty good trade for us. Played 2 spells that turn, so creatures flip back. Moonlight Hunt's a really good draw here. That's what Dramoka's commanding us here. No, Selfless Spirit. Okay, Moonlight Hunt's not such a good draw. I think we hold this mountain for if we draw a Pack Guardian. But then the other thing is, if we play the mountain, we can activate Dustwatch Recruiter, flash in Spirit of the Hunt. I think maybe that's a better idea. We don't really have any good attacks here, unless we want to bluff something. And then our opponent can sack this Selfless Spirit to protect the spell queller. So I'm just going to pass the turn, flip both our creatures. Activate Dustwatch Recruiter in response. Okay, so Lambholt Pacifist, not really the draw we wanted, but another good draw here is Ulrich. Because the Menace on the Moonrise Intruder means we can get through more damage. Not attacking with anything. Okay, we're just going to play this Spirit to keep up our creature count. Ooh, Nissa's good. So what happens here is if we play Nissa, our opponent has to single block, or the players can double block the Cronhold Howler and the Spirit, but they can't then block the Moonrise Intruder, which would leave them open to a pump spell, effectively killing them. Yep, and it scoops. Because that's quite good actually. Post board against Bant, we're usually quite bad. I suppose we were on the draw there, on the play there. So, sorry. On the draw, it's much harder for us. Village Messenger is much worse on the draw, and a lot of the time I completely sideboard it out. So I think we do want to keep them in this game. Early pressure, as we see, if our opponent stumbles on mana there, it's actually a really good card to have out. I think I quite like this 60 for against Bant. The other thing I'd consider is getting rid of something like Spirit of the Hunt to go for another Arling Cord, another Ulrich. Yeah, I think that might be a worthwhile idea. It sort of takes us into more of a tokens build, having the Arling Cords. Because we have Nissa, Arlen, Chandra officially has tokens, Pack Guardian. Takes us more towards what a really watered down version of the green-white tokens that's playing red instead of white. And I think that's acceptable. Green-white was an alright match against Bant, so let's see how we get on. Okay, so our opponent chooses to play first. Okay, so this hand could be great, but the complete lack of creatures makes it a mulligan. This hand's much better. No red mana, and no Village Messenger. But you've got plenty of 2-drops and your removal spell, so I think it's pretty easy to keep. We'll probably put a mountain on top just to make sure we do have red mana. So depending on what our opponent plays, I think we probably want to go with the Lambholt Pacifist here. They're likely to play like Sylvan Advocate. They're playing their own Lambholt Pacifist, okay. So we could just play Dustwatch Recruiter here. It doesn't really do anything though because we can't attack through the Pacifist, so we may as well just play our own. The other option would have been actually to play Duskwatch and then Moonlight Hunt to bounce their Lambholt Pacifist, or kill their Lambholt Pacifist. They're going to bounce our Pacifist. Okay, annoying, but we can deal with it. Okay, so there's not much point playing Nissa here because we'll tick her up to 4. I suppose the Pacifist can't attack. So maybe we do play Nissa. Because on 4 mana they're just likely to Coco anyway, so I suppose they could Coco, hit a Reflector Mage, bounce a token. Yeah, and this will still be alive next turn. This is slightly weaker for Moonlight Hunt, in that we'll only have one wolf out when we want to play it. But yeah, we're just going to chump here with the plant. We're actually going to play 2 spells this turn, so we're not that bothered about opponent's Lambholt Pacifist flipping. Okay, so we're going to do so what, it's going to be Company into Spell Queller. Yeah. Or the Company into Reflect Spell Queller. It's really annoying. The other thing that means is that if we tick Nissa down, we're just going to lose her. Although we did cast 2 spells, so this is going to flip back and not be able to attack. So as our opponent could play a land, crack the clue, get a 4/3 Tireless Tracker. So if we tick Nissa down, we can kill. We're always going to be able to kill Tireless Tracker. If we tick Nissa down, we're just going to lose her, so I think we just tick her up. And if our opponent doesn't play Selfless Spirit next turn, we'll kill the Queller. Didn't bank on that happening. Didn't bank on 2 clues. Okay. Disappointing. So they attack with Spell Queller and Tireless Tracker. Because they can pump Tireless Tracker twice to go over the Lambholt Pacifist. I'm going to play Reflector Mage and bounce my Lambholt Pacifist. Yeah. And then they're going to get in for 4 against Nissa. I could definitely say this isn't looking great for us. Next turn we can't kill Spell Queller. We can actually kill Tireless Tracker, which is something. So yeah, we kill Tracker whilst our opponent is tapped out. And if they don't play Selfless Spirit this turn, we can actually kill Spell Queller next turn. They have at least another draw step if they really want to go and find Selfless Spirit. So what? Me, Nissa. I think we just let them all happen. Okay. Do we want to activate? I don't think we do want to activate our Dustwatch. I think we're happy with it flipping. Pack Guardian's quite a good draw, but it's not a very good draw for the fact we don't have a land in our hands. I think we're just going to play Lambholt Pacifist. So our opponent might Coco in response to this, in which case, okay, they've not done. So I think we want to Moonlight Hunt Spell Queller this turn. It flips our Clannad Howler back, we also flips their Pacifist. And we want to do it while they've not definitely got Selfless Spirit out. So is what we can do. we can do it in response to them cocoing in our end step, or we can do it in their upkeep. Okay, so we're going to do it in response to this. So they've still got Spell Queller up, which is going to be like the blowout card. So I think, yeah, we're just going to do it now. I guess they've got Spell Queller, otherwise they probably would. No, they don't. Okay, so we get our Lamhawk Pacifist back. Okay, so things looking less bad for us now. Well, our opponent does have 4 cards in hand, and one of the most broken cards that's been printed in Standard for a while is probably in those 4 cards. Get rid of our upkeep stop now as well. So we're looking for one of our Anthem effects now, I think. Whether that's Nissa or Howlpack Resurgence. Sunglade's not awful. It makes this Pack Guardian quite a good card, to be fair. We don't have any attacks really. I suppose they're going to Coco on end step. Okay, so I think we let Coco resolve. See if they hit any like Reflector Mages. They hit Tireless Tracker, Sylvan Advocate. So I think we want to play Pack Guardian in their turn. As a surprise double blocker. Selfless Spirit. The most selfless and annoying card. So now basically our blocks are really bad because we're basically trading however many of our creatures for a Selfless Spirit, which is not great. So at the moment we're down to take 13, which I'm not too keen on taking all of that. I think we're just going to chump the Sylvan Advocate. It cracks a clue. So we're going to take 10. Okay, so we're going to play Pack Guardian and walk right into a Spell Queller. Yep, okay. Okay, so like we're not going to be favourites to win this game, not in the slightest. So we take Village Messenger. I think that's just us dead on board. Because our opponent can attack for 4 in the air and we can block. Yeah, so we're just going to be dead on board. So yeah, Bant Company's actually a pretty bad matchup. We don't really have the mid-range grind that still probably one of the premier decks in the format has. But the deck is capable of some pretty good wins, pretty aggressive starts. As I said, this is a standard league, so there will be 4 more rounds, and hopefully you'll join us for them. See you in the next video.